Good morning. Well, it's actually pretty late at night here. You might be wondering, Amanda, why are we in your car? Well, I'm going to be answering exactly what is Instacart, telling you guys what I do to make some money while I'm here in school, and I'll be answering a lot of your questions from TikTok. I've gathered a whole list here, so I'm very excited to share them with you. Let's go ahead and get into it. What is Instacart? Instacart is a grocery delivery service. So I am a full service shopper, meaning I go into the store, I shop for the groceries, I ask if there are any substitutions needing to be made, I refund items that aren't available and don't have any good substitutions, and then I proceed to check out. And instead of doing what a part-time shopper would do by leaving the groceries in the store and then going to shop for another batch, I deliver the groceries as well as shop for and purchase them. So that's a full service order and a part-time order, just to address the difference there. Who does Instacart serve? As you all know, there is a global pandemic going on right now. Instacart serves individuals who are 1, autoimmune compromised or just simply at risk. 2, it serves people who are immobile. One time I broke a leg, definitely couldn't drive. I drive a manual, so going to the grocery store was out of the question for me. 3, people who prefer to be overly precautious. You do not have to be considerably at risk in order to take precautions. I think it's very important to note that very early on. So whether you've just got that kind of budget, you can be balling out on organic bananas, or you have an autoimmune disease and cannot go because you are at risk, I'll buy your groceries. It's one of my favorite things to do. For those who don't know, I do want to go on to become a registered dietitian. Very exciting things. I'm graduating with my first degree in business, little ramp, but I'm graduating my first degree in business next spring of 2021, and I'll be transferring for the fall semester to Kansas State online to get my bachelor's degree in dietetics to go on and hopefully become a registered dietitian. I'm so excited. We'll see where the road goes. Let's answer your TikTok question. Lexi Piancos, I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. She says, I've been doing Instacart as my full-time job for 3 years. Go Lexi. I love it. I'm glad I found someone else who does it too. What area do you work in? I work in Nashville. That's not a very long answer, but yeah, I love Nashville. I love driving around the city and through the city. I will go ahead and say you do get much better batches if you have the opportunity to drive to a busier city, or if you have the opportunity just to live in a bigger city. You definitely will have higher paying batches. Devious/Diana, she says, what if they don't have what the customer wanted? There are substitution options. Instacart will ask a customer if they would like a replacement or a refund. I believe while they're making the grocery list or they're purchasing their groceries. On my end as a shopper, it will either pop up with the customer wants a refund or the customer has requested this replacement, and it'll tell you exactly what they wanted instead. You can also send a photo of the items they have available if you're a little confused and aren't sure and want to take the extra step. You can always reach out that way and let them decide through the photo. Jordan 18 says, so how does the paying work? And good luck with getting your apartment. You're doing great. Oh, thank you, Jordan 18. Instacart will send their shoppers a physical debit/credit card. It will tell you through the checkout process in the app whether you're going to select debit or credit. The only other option that I am aware of is the online pay systems. For those who don't know, I am able to use self-checkout with Instacart unless the online payment has already been made. In that case, I'm given a code that has to be scanned before any of the groceries are scanned in a manned lane. You don't swipe the card for this one, and then you go on your way and deliver the groceries. Ashley Lynn 16 says, does the thank you notes get you to have decent tips? Okay, let me clear this up a little bit. I always write thank you notes before I give my customers their groceries. The thank you notes I write, for those who don't know, always say, thank you so much. Your order is more impactful than you'll ever know. Sincerely, a college student delivering groceries. I'll put a little snippet of what they look like right up here. I always do that mainly because some of the people I deliver groceries to might not be able to talk to anybody. If I can leave a note to make somebody smile, it makes all of the difference, I feel. Also, I'm a college student and I forgot to take a batch of note cards that I had inside, so I decided just to put them in my dashboard, and I'm still in the white section of it, but I'm about to start getting to the colored ones and I'm really excited about it. Anywho, I have only ever had one customer add to my tips, but I still do it every single time because it seriously, I feel like, brings a lot of joy to every single customer that I'm able to help. So moving on, Kelsey Newman says, did you need a Costco membership to get in? This is from my Costco Instacart vlog. vlog, I did not need a Costco membership to shop as an Instacart shopper. Tuba Chick 318/Ashley. Ashley, can I just say, I wasn't in the marching band, but I was a choir kid who just hung out with the marching band a lot because my little brother was in the marching band, went on to be drum major, and my sister played the saxophone. So did my little brother. They're just savages, But I love your username. Anywho, she says, how do you get into Costco doing Instacart? So, like I said before, I do not need a membership myself. Whenever I go into the store, the Costco man that was standing there in my first ever Costco Instacart experience ever. I've never been to a Costco. Everything was huge. It was amazing. Check out my little Instacart vlog on TikTok if you haven't seen it. The buggies were like up to here on me. But he just said that he has to see my Instacart debit card. You know, we were talking about that earlier. You have to have that in order to complete a purchase. There are no online paid orders for the Costco. So as long as he sees your Instacart debit card, you're good to get in. Oh, I really hope I don't say this wrong. Escialia asks, so do they, the customer, pay for the groceries and for your tip? Yes, ma'am, they do. And I am always very grateful when you can tell an Instacart customer decides to tip well. Even I one time had a transaction where somebody gave me a $10 tip on the app and proceeded to give me a $20 tip in cash. So it really does add up. Make sure you take care of your customers and karma comes back. I pinky swear, it really does. Amber_Shay_ asks, how do you become a driver for Instacart? I can't figure it out. To become a driver for Instacart, all you've got to do is download the app, and I'll even put a code right here. If you'd like, you can always use my code or find somebody local to your area, use their code. I believe the benefits kind of range depending on the area you're in, so just feel free to do that. That'd be very exciting. We could figure that out together. Those are all the questions I have. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and thank you so much for all of your inquiries, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube. Your inquiries, your support, the questions you ask, I cannot get enough of them, and I love responding to you guys, and I genuinely cannot tell you how much I love and appreciate all of you. You deserve the biggest, best, brightest things this life has to offer, and all I can say is I'm going to work so freaking hard to share any kind of information I have that helps me get to that point so we can get there together. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Goodbye.